Hey everyone, welcome back to Real Exotical, and I hope everyone's doing well and that you had a nice kickoff to this new year. Today, I want to be actually dwelling into feminine energy, mastering your feminine energy. And the whole statement that I've mentioned, mastering feminine energy, it's positive. It lies, it bonds, it actually derives from positive energy. And this is the baseline to get in anything that is positive and abundant in your life, is actually linking it to positive energy, mastering positive energy first. And this is what you guys need to understand. Yes, I can delve into, the basics of feminine energy in terms of, tapping into your feminine, doing more feminine activities, surrounding yourself with, more feminine energy, like-minded people, like you are who you round yourself off with. But at the end of the day, all of this dwells down to being in positive energy. And for me, what I do to be in this positive energy is definitely grounding myself. Activities such as meditation. Meditation doesn't have to be you sitting with your legs crossed and looking into the sky or looking straight forward and making a sound with your fingers like that finger thing, that's the typical stereotype, the Buddha stereotype symbol. No, it can be you even meditating when you're running, when you're doing some type of energy movement, or it can just be you laying down in your bed, or it can be even washing the dishes or you cooking. There's different types of meditation, but this helps you tap into positive energy. Your mind is very important. What you tell yourself is what you become. So you need to be thinking positive thoughts. You need to be changing those negative thoughts, if you do have a negative thought, into something positive. Instead of saying, I don't want to, for example, that I don't want is a negative vibration. You should change it to what you actually want. I am doing this, or I am going to, or I want, instead of I don't want, And this is just a practice that it will take time to do it, but the more you do it, the more you'll master this. So it comes down to the mind, what you think about yourself. Being quiet with yourself, being in solitude generates positive energy as well. If you're an extroverted person, you like the noise, you like people around you, that's not something bad. However, sometimes this can drain your energy, and you need to ignite that negative drained energy again into positive energy by being in solitude, people. This is very important. And especially if you are, in a work environment where there's negative energy, and if you can't get out of that environment, or if you're in a family situation, if, for example, if you are living with your parents and you can't really get out of that situation, if they cause a negative vibration to you, it could be difficult. But at the end of the day, there'll always be some time that you can make to be alone and do these meditations. And, there's always also a time to tell yourself something positive or think a positive thought. If you have some negative thought in your head, maybe your type of meditation is also journaling, letting it out and reflecting. I don't do personally journaling. What I like to do is visualization. I like to visualize, but journaling I used to do, but I found visualizing and doing an activity that I like running or walking in the forest, is something that I enjoy, and it makes me think positively. I think about, what do I want? I think about, I'm in the process of getting what I want, and it's beautiful. I'm accepting where I am, and then it's just a beautiful process, and enjoy the journey. Don't just think about, okay, tapping into feminine energy, what must I do now? It all comes down to your mind first, ladies. So please remember that. And I'm going to make another video, a part 2 on this, but this part 1 is about actually, understanding that it's positive energy, what you are thinking, who you're surrounding yourself with, being alone in solitude to get to your goals, and reflecting, knowing who you are, learning about who you are. This is what I wanted to state here in this video, and there will be another part 2 on this. And yeah, let me know if there's any type of other content that you guys are interested in surrounding this topic, surrounding other topics about, health, well-being. I could also go into more of these Karen stories. I see you guys really enjoy that. But yeah, just let me know what you want in the comments. I enjoy any type of feedback. And yeah, I'll check to you later. Take care, ladies, and have a good day. Bye.